For years, the digital landscape buzzed with the primal roar of a self-proclaimed king. He was a figure of raw, untamed masculinity, a beacon of what he called ancestral living. This was the Liver King, a man who promised a return to our hunter-gatherer roots, a path to peak human performance. His real name, Brian Johnson, was almost an afterthought. He existed primarily as the Liver King, an online persona meticulously crafted to embody the very essence of primal health. He was the guru of the wild, the prophet of the past. The Liver King's philosophy was deceptively simple, yet profoundly radical. He advocated a lifestyle centered on consuming raw animal organs, a diet he claimed was the key to unlocking dormant human potential. This was paired with grueling, intense workouts designed to mimic the physical demands of ancient existence. His core philosophy, ancestral living, was more than just a diet or exercise regimen. It was a complete worldview, urging a return to the habits of our hunter-gatherer ancestors. He distilled this complex idea into 9 ancestral tenets, a set of commandments for modern primal living. This unique blend of extreme diet, intense training, and a compelling narrative quickly garnered a massive following. His audience, captivated by the promise of ultimate health, swelled into the millions. The Liver King was a phenomenon. His appeal was undeniable, particularly to those seeking physical transformation. He boasted a physique that was nothing short of extraordinary, ripped, muscular, and seemingly achieved with effortless natural strength. He was the walking embodiment of his own claims. Beyond the impressive physique, his charismatic pronouncements on health and well-being resonated deeply. He spoke with conviction, offering simple solutions to complex modern ailments. His message was clear: embrace the ancestral, reclaim your power. This narrative particularly resonated with men seeking to optimize their performance, both physically and mentally. He offered a blueprint for strength, vitality, and a return to what many perceived as a lost form of masculinity. The Liver King was not just an influencer, he was a lifestyle. Then, in December 2022, the meticulously constructed image of the Liver King crumbled. It wasn't a slow decay, but a sudden, catastrophic collapse. The foundation of his primal kingdom began to crack under the weight of undeniable evidence. The cause of this spectacular downfall was a series of leaked emails. These digital breadcrumbs led directly to the heart of his carefully curated deception. The truth, once exposed, was far from ancestral. The shocking revelation was his extensive use of anabolic steroids. The very physique he attributed to raw liver and primal grunts was, in fact, chemically enhanced. This was a direct contradiction to his entire brand. This exposure shattered the very foundation of his brand. The premise of a natural, drug-free achievement, the cornerstone of his appeal, was revealed as a carefully constructed lie. His kingdom was built on a synthetic throne. His ancestral tenets, once presented as the primary drivers of his incredible physique, were now exposed as supplementary. They were mere window dressing for a regimen powered by pharmaceutical compounds, not primal living. The irony was stark. The ethical implications of this deception were profound. He had not just sold a product, he had sold a lifestyle, a philosophy, and a promise of natural transformation. This betrayal of trust was a direct blow to his followers. The incident raised uncomfortable questions about the ethics of influencer marketing as a whole. How much of what we see online is genuine, and how much is a carefully constructed illusion? The line between inspiration and manipulation blurred. Crucially, the Liver King saga highlighted the inherent dangers of promoting unrealistic body standards. His unattainable physique, presented as naturally achieved, set an impossible benchmark for countless individuals. It was a dangerous fantasy. The fallout from the Liver King's exposure was swift and brutal. The online world, which had once celebrated him, turned with a vengeance. The king was dethroned, and his subjects felt betrayed. In the wake of the scandal, Brian Johnson issued a public apology. It was a stark admission, a confession of the very deception he had so vehemently denied. The primal roar was replaced by a contrite whisper. He admitted to his steroid use, acknowledging the damage his dishonesty had caused. The carefully constructed facade of natural strength finally collapsed under the weight of truth. The ancestral dream was over. The personal and professional impact on Johnson was immediate and severe. He faced widespread criticism, a torrent of condemnation from former fans and skeptics alike. His credibility was in tatters. Sponsorships, once a lucrative stream of income, evaporated almost overnight. Brands that had eagerly associated with his image quickly distanced themselves from the now tainted Liver King. The financial repercussions were significant. His online presence, once dominant, experienced a significant decline. The engagement, the views, the followers, all dwindled as the truth took hold. The kingdom he had built online began to shrink. The Liver King story quickly became a cautionary tale. It served as a stark warning against the allure of instant results, particularly when those results seem too good to be true. Shortcuts often come at a cost. It also served as a powerful reminder about the dangers of blindly following online personalities. The curated reality of social media can be a powerful illusion, and critical thinking remains paramount. Trust, but verify. The Liver King saga reflected broader societal pressures, particularly within the fitness world. It highlighted the pervasive drive for an idealized physique, often at any cost. The pursuit of perfection can be a relentless master. His story served as a stark reminder that appearances can be profoundly deceiving. What seems natural and effortless online can often be the result of hidden interventions and calculated deception. The image is rarely the reality. Ultimately, the pursuit of physical perfection, especially when driven by external pressures, often comes at a significant cost. Whether it's financial, ethical, or even health-related, the price can be steep. The Liver King paid dearly. The entire episode sparked a much-needed conversation about responsible social media use. It underscored the importance of transparency from influencers and critical thinking from consumers. The digital landscape demands discernment. The Liver King's legacy is not one of ancestral triumph, but of a cautionary lesson. It's a story about the seductive power of a compelling narrative, the dangers of unchecked ambition, and the inevitable triumph of truth over carefully constructed illusion. His kingdom may have fallen, but its lessons endure.